Hello everyone. Today, we will learn the if statement and the if-else statement in selection structures using a WeChat transfer task as an example. In our daily lives, WeChat is an app we frequently use. WeChat Pay is one of its frequently used functions. We will use WeChat Pay as an example to create our tasks, to learn the if statement and the if-else statement respectively. First, Task 1. Xiaoming has WeChat on his phone but hasn't linked a bank card. Please write a program to simulate a WeChat transfer. The user can input the amount they want to transfer. If the amount exceeds 200, then output transfer amount cannot exceed 200 yuan. In this task, we understand that the transfer amount serves as a condition to determine the output. If the transfer amount is 230, which exceeds 200, we need to output transfer amount cannot exceed 200 yuan. If the transfer amount is 100, then no output is produced. This first task can be implemented using the single branch if statement. First, we see the structure of the if statement as follows. If expression, new line, statement block. It is important to note that the code block must be indented by 4 spaces, or by pressing the tab key once. Next, let's understand the execution flowchart of the if statement. If the input meets the condition of the expression, it is true, and the code block is executed. If it does not meet the condition, it is false, and the code block is skipped. Combining this with our task 1, let's draw the execution flowchart. Start the program. Input the transfer amount. If the amount is greater than 200, the condition is true. Output transfer amount cannot exceed 200 yuan. If the amount is less than or equal to 200, the program ends directly. No output is produced. Now, please watch the demonstration. First, in the source code editor, we input x equals 230. This is equivalent to the WeChat transfer amount. Next, input the if statement. If x is greater than 200, use the print command. To output the content, transfer amount cannot exceed 200 yuan. After writing the code, we save the source file. Then, select the Run Module command to execute the program. We can see the running result is transfer amount cannot exceed 200 yuan. If we change x to 100, save the file again and run it. We can see there is no output. From the demonstration, we understand that the if statement can be used for situations where an action is taken only if a certain condition is met. Please master its structure thoroughly. Next, let's implement Task 2. In Task 2, we still simulate a WeChat transfer program. The user inputs the amount they want to transfer. If the amount exceeds 200, output transfer amount cannot exceed 200 yuan. If the amount does not exceed 200, output transfer successful. We can clearly see that based on Task 1, an additional conditional output has been added. This involves learning the 2-branch selection statement, the if-else statement. First, let's see the structure of the if-else statement. If expression, colon, new line, Statement block 1, new line, else, new line, statement block 2. Next, let's understand the execution flowchart of the if-else statement. If the input meets the condition of the expression, the condition is true, and statement block 1 is executed. If it does not meet the condition is false, and code block 2 is executed. Combining this with our task 2, let's draw the execution flowchart. Start the program. Input the transfer amount. If the amount is greater than 200, the condition is true. Output transfer amount cannot exceed 200 yuan. If the amount is less than or equal to 200, output transfer successful. Now, please watch the demonstration. In the source code editor, we input x equals 230. This also represents the WeChat transfer amount. Next, input the if-else statement. First, if x is greater than 200. Use the print command to output the content transfer amount cannot exceed 200 yuan. New line, else, new line, print to output the content transfer successful. Then, we save the source file. Next, select the Run Module command to execute the program. The running result shows transfer amount cannot exceed 200 yuan. If we change x to 100, save the file again, and run it. The running result shows transfer successful. From the demonstration, we understand that the if-else statement can be used when one action is taken if a condition is met, and a different action is taken otherwise. Please master its structure thoroughly. Finally, let's emphasize an important point. The expression in both of these statements can be a single value or variable, or a complex statement composed of operators. Please practice more after class. That's all for today's lesson. Thank you.